Welcome back. Yes, I'm back. Money Mitch on a Tuesday. Yes, I didn't get in on Monday because I was doing what? I was doing a little race in action. Stay tuned to find all about it. Guys, hit the like. Let's get it started.
It's time for Money Making Mitch. When investors need a story, we're going to the moon. Welcome to Money Mitch, where story is everything. I'm here to find you the next opportunity. It's all about the green hands. Now we all know the bull market is here to stay. Money Mitch.
What's going on, traders? I hope that you guys are enjoying the day. And did you guys see Tesla? I mean, we'll talk about that 1,000 price target finally hit. We talked about that all the way back in June, and here it is. Yes, I know someone already is going to come in the chat. Where's my guy? My paper hands, my manos de papel. I did fold in Tesla at 690, but I hope somebody was able to grab that and keep it all the way up there towards the 1,000 price target today. And if you were, power to you. You were stronger than I was holding that stock. But let's talk a little bit about what I was doing this weekend. It involved a little bit of, you might want to cover your ears a little bit. Let's check this out. Seeing a little just a little F1 action. I had some fun checking that out. That was something that I've never done before. I've been a big fan for over a year now. Looking forward
Hey, Gianni, 1 second. Mitch is having some internet problems. Are we alive? We are alive. Okay. What's up, guys? It's me. Mitch's internet just went out, I think. I think that's what happened. Mitch just lost. He just panicked messaged us and said he lost internet at his house. So we're going to YOLO this. But let's get the rest of us back in the show, guys. Producer Aaron, hop on in, and let's hang out. I see Gianni Depote here in the background, and they're saying Mitch is frozen. That is not good. Hold on. Let me fix my... Oh, sorry. Sorry about that.
That's fixed now. I apologize. Thank you. I got it. Mitch, did your internet unfreeze? What's going on here?
Comcast wants to get shorted today. That's what's going on
Oh
here.
my goodness. Hey, I'll be honest. I didn't even know that you were live. I just hopped in and I was like, oh shoot.
I'm here like sending messages like SOS, save me. No, it's the internet. But looks like I'm back. I don't know if it'll stay, but they're trying to shut me down. The suits are trying to get me. I guess I was given too much gold. Let's see what happens here. I'll
Right.
try to keep it going.
All right,
Spencer,
I will be
hang
watching.
out in the background. If you see,
I'll hang out in the background.
yeah, if you see Mitch in the Matrix, you know what happened.
I know what to do.
Oh, Mitch, yeah, I violated those F1 copyrights. That's what happened. They came after me real quick. Those engines started purring, and that's what happens, guys. But I'm back. I enjoyed Formula One. Before they shut me down, I'm going to talk about the market. Let's get into the SPY, see what happened today, and see what's been going on lately. See if I get my charts up too. Now my charts are having some issues here, so it's one of those days, guys. Just hang tight. We'll get this rolling here. But definitely, guys, one thing that we did see is the 1,000 price target get hit on Tesla. We'll talk about that when we get towards our guest that we'll just bring it on in like about 2 minutes because I'm not going to be able to get to anything today. Let's talk a little bit about the overall market. We did get a nice push on up there. Now we're worried are we going to come back down below 450s or are we going to go ahead and do a breakout above this 450? That's what I'm wondering here. We've had some tight action today. It didn't look the best. It was kind of hanging out there, but we're still just edging on up right now. Can't be mad. I mean, look at these last couple of days since I've been gone, pretty much straight up since I've been gone since that last week, Tuesday. So we'll see if we get a pullback. I think we could hang out at 450s if we do get a pullback, but we'll see how the SPY continues. Let's take a look at the Qs, see what we're seeing there. We did push up through that 370 area where I was looking. This is where we drew this at. This was last week. Now we're up here towards the 380s. What's going to happen, you guys? I mean, if we take a look at the daily, I think we're fighting to get through these resistance spot, but it's okay to fight to get to the resistance. The key is for it to continue going. I want to see the volume increase as we get a breakout. I would love to see maybe some good earnings reports come out here by Google, of course, Microsoft also. So we'll be paying attention to that of the earnings that could potentially get us through that level. And then we start getting towards the next push on up. If we looked at the sectors today, of course, we see technology down the most from the open. You guys know how I like to look from the open, not necessarily always from kind of the overall look here. And tech definitely had a weak day, but we got these multiple bottoms to go off of right here on the daily chart. I'd be looking at that to see us get right back on up tomorrow. We'll see what happens with these earnings reports going into it. Some of the stocks that we can talk about, of course, we're going to get into Tesla, but I do want to call out some of the stocks that I have right now that you guys weren't able to see because we were talking about some other stocks last week. Let's talk about BGFB, Big Five. This is one that I took last week, guys, into this move right here. I took it on Thursday. So I'm in right on this candle, looking for it to continue on going. I actually looked to add today. I didn't get a fill. I had an order out at 24.50. It went to a low of 24.62. It's kind of a good looking chart now. As long as we can get right back up there towards those highs tomorrow, I would like to see it get back up there towards 26.50s, show that we could test through that line. We've had multiple push outs before. I drew this out because that's what I was looking for. So I'm going to scoot it to the right and we'll see if we can get into that area going into the rest of the week. This is BGFV. All right, another one that I took a look at is DKS. I'm looking for that one to get strong. That one did have a turnaround today. We'll see if it can come back and hold 125s, then get back up through 130, and that's Dick's Sporting Good. OSTK is another one that I've been talking for a while. This one did turn around today. Let's see if it can get back above 84s tomorrow, multiple highs in that level, and this is what I'll be watching. This is specialty retail, and we'll see if these can continue to move.
All right, I'm going to go ahead and I did want to get into some other stocks, but I'm going to go ahead and bring on my guest for today. I got Gianni in the back. I know that you guys love to hear from new traders, get perspective. So one of the things that we have is, of course, a great breakout stock letters that you guys might want to look into. So let's go ahead and bring on Gianni right now. I want to first talk about Tesla because he himself was also looking at it. And so we can take a look here at the chart, see what you're thinking, what you think could be potentially the next price target here. I know I'm looking at maybe we can get up towards, 1200s, but I don't see too much here, at least in gas, for us to continue moving. I think we're going to test this gap first. What are you thinking and what are you seeing out here?
Sure. Well, thanks for having me on, Mitch. I'm glad to be here. But yeah, Tesla broke out to start the week. We had a bullish breakaway gap, which is always a very favorable thing to see to begin the week. So basically, so long as Tesla doesn't trade down and close below that bullish breakaway gap, which is, I think, at 909.68, the path of least resistance is higher. So I do agree with you, though, Mitch, that the price target I have for Tesla is between 1200, 1250. So we might see a little bit more upside, but at which point I'd be looking for Tesla to consolidate its gains, trade sideways. It's in a strong uptrend, definitely not a stock we want to be shorting, but in the short term, it does seem a little overbought.
All right, excellent. So where could, if traders out there are listening to you now talk about Tesla, where could they learn more about your everyday kind of trading? And that way we know where to find you.
Yeah, so like you mentioned, we have that great breakout newsletter through Benzinga. We have different tiers of that, depending on how often you want to trade. If you want a new trade per week, if you want multiple trades per week. We even got a chat room, which has been very good. We've been long on a lot of crypto names, and that's been helping our stock portfolio tremendously. But I've been trading for about 10 years. I was in the advisory world. I got a lot of institutional training there, worked with your Fidelities, your Schwabs, and so on and so forth. So kind of learned the ropes from the big dogs. My strategy, my method, so to speak, is buy high and sell higher. I like momentums, as you can tell. I like buying breakouts. And one of the advantages we have as individual investors is the ability to get in and out of positions virtually undetected. Kathy Wood can't do that when she's buying with her ARK fund. She's going to move the price of a stock. But the fact of the matter is, unless you're moving hundreds of millions like she is, you have no impact on the stock virtually. So that's an advantage. I liken it to being, a sniper on a battlefield versus a heavy infantry tank. You can't see one, but you can see the other. So that's, what we have to do is play the hand that we're dealt by the market.
Definitely. I mean, at the end of the day, I do agree with you 100% that at the end of the day, as retail, we have that ability to buy those breakouts.
Right.
You can't throw a million shares at it, but still there's way more enough. There's the cheese there for us. And
Right.
so we got to go ahead and attack that. So let's take a look at maybe a trade idea that you're looking into or something that you traded maybe today. What kind of stock do you want to take a look at here?
Well, I'm not going to blow you away with any stock picks here that are out of the ordinary, but Marathon Digital Holdings. This
Not
is
a bad one. Not a bad one. Take a look.
Yeah, we've had this stock. We've been holding it. We're up about over 40% on it. But if we look at the 6 to 8 month picture there, you can kind of see it's developing a saucer pattern. So those are powerful momentum patterns. If Marathon Digital Holdings can close above $56, $57 a share, I think this is a $90, $95 stock. Again, I think there's a lot more upside in the cryptocurrency space. This is one of the leading cryptocurrency miners, and it's akin to buying an energy stock as oil's rallying, or buying a gold miner company when gold and silver are rallying. In this case, Bitcoin and Ethereum, they're in bull markets too, so we want to capitalize on that play there. So. Yeah, it's a good stock, and it's rewarding us handsomely so far, and we're going to be holding it while still managing risk accordingly.
Yeah, definitely. I like you call out. And what type of time frames do you use on your charting? Are you mainly kind of a monthly, weekly, daily? Are you a 1 minute kind of guy?
My favorite chart to look at is the weekly chart. I'm more of a position trader. I do swing trade. I do more swing trading when I trade futures. But for my stocks, I do like position trades. So, by definition, you're holding those 3 weeks to 3 months. But for our service that we put out, stocks 3 times a week, that is more swing trade. So, we do a lot of swing trades too. But I'm a big advocate of cutting your losses short and letting your winners run. So if I get into a stock with the idea of it being a swing trade and, we hit that 3 week mark and we're up, 20 or 30%, I'm not just going to sell it because, we're at 3 weeks, so I have to make sure it's still a swing trade. No, I'm going to raise my stop loss. I'm going to keep managing risk and see how high the market's going to run it.
Yeah, that's just one thing that I always try to work on is, increase those winners, right? And separate them from the losers, really, because when you separate that, that's what really gives you that leap on up in your account. I always talk about, there's going to be waves. There's going to be fluctuations.
Absolutely.
But if you can really just nail down on your execution, get that 1 or 2 winners that separates the account, then you start seeing that wave. It just keeps on that incremental rise, which is what we're all looking for, right? We all want to continue just making money. not one. I always say, let's not make one trade make or break us, but at least, if we can make some extra dough, no one's going to be mad about that. Do you got another trade maybe other than Mara?
I do. Here's another one. You were talking to me about some gaming stocks before we went live. Here's another one. I actually just triggered SCPL is the ticker symbol.
All right, let's take a look here.
SciPlay Corporation. It's actually a subsidiary of Scientific Games.
Okay.
I think you're probably familiar with them.
Yeah, definitely. I know Scientific Games.
Yeah, but on this one, we have a cup and handle / saucer pattern. Similar idea. It just had a technical breakout yesterday. So, it's still giving us some time to get long on this stock. And I got a price target on this one in the $27, $28 range. So it's looking pretty bullish on here. And, tech and gaming has been a really strong sector within the market for the last 18 months or so. And again, we're momentum players. So, we want to buy high and sell higher on these.
Definitely. I like the look. There's sometimes when charts stand out to you. This is clearly a chart that stands out to me. I'm like, okay, let me write this one down a little bit later. I'll check this one out. But definitely, this is what it's all about, guys. You got to have that vision, right? And I like how you're going kind of a little bit longer term outlook. It's not just always looking about these, let's say, intraday patterns. Intraday patterns are always fun to trade. Right. We all like to nail a day trade every now and then. But when you do these kind of swing trades where you're longer looking and you can see the pattern develop, what does that do for you, Gianni?
Well, it helps me manage risk more effectively, because if we're buying a stock on a breakout and we're waiting for it to close above resistance, I usually set my stop loss within 7 to 8% of, my entry point. So, if we're breaking out, we shouldn't be trading back down. So buying breakouts enables me to recognize when I'm wrong much sooner than trying to catch a bottom or, trying to sell a top. Because, there's a saying in trading, from false moves come fast moves. So if we're about to have a false breakout, I don't want to be caught holding the bag. So if I'm buying on a close above resistance and we get slammed back down below, that tells me I'm wrong and my timing's off and I need to protect my capital to live another day.
Yes. It's one of the hardest things is to understand that, sometimes your timing is just going to be slightly off, and that's okay. Yeah. That's okay. And I think one of the things to remember, and I talk about this often, is in a no kind of free commission. Yeah. It's okay to be off time because the order is not like it costs you a massive amount to get in, and then you're like, okay, well, if I get out, I'm gonna have to pay this much to get in again. Right. No, it's actually free to take your money and come in and out as you please. So I think this is very important, especially trading kind of strategies like you're knocking out breakouts. You have to be willing to get in and also be willing to get out at times. And that's how you really make your money on those breakouts. But definitely, is there one last one? I'm gonna push you towards a future look. Let's see. Let's put the pressure on. What do you got for us here on Money Mitch?
Okay, here's another one. DVAX, DVAX.
Hey, I've actually traded DVAX before.
Did you? Okay, yeah. We
you see all these lines?
Yeah, there you go.
That's back when I was trading it.
Good. Well, I hope you held some because it's in a nice uptrend here.
Yeah, definitely. This is one that I do like. This one has I actually traded it back in early 2020, man.
Oh,
Believe it
okay.
or not. So now we're seeing it on up here. What are you seeing from this one?
So we had a price surge. It surged higher. Can you zoom in a little bit more on the
Yeah.
daily chart? Pull up a daily
Daily,
chart.
I got you.
Daily.
Coming in. Right
Okay.
here.
Yeah, perfect. So we broke out significantly higher in mid-August. And since then, we've been consolidating into either a bull flag and or ascending triangle price pattern. So, when we see flagging formations happen in stocks, those are known to be fast technical patterns. And my mouth always starts to water when I see bull flags because it gives you an opportunity to make a lot of money in a short period of time. So we usually see resolutions from bull flags within, 4 to 6 weeks. And we're coming up around that time right now. So we actually, our catalyst to get long just triggered on Monday. I wanted to see a close above that bearish gap down from the end of September. It's about 2 weeks ago. And we filled that gap. We closed back above it. Nope, just to the right a little more. Just to the right. It was the end of September.
Got you.
The end of September. So we closed that gap. And that was, to me, a sign that, buyers regain control of momentum in this stock. And so I got a target on this one in the mid to high 20s as well, $27-$28 a share. But, if we get stopped out, we get stopped out. But, yeah, I'm looking for a breakout to really pick up momentum on this one in the next week or two. If not, we'll probably have to reevaluate where we stand with in terms of risk. But, biotech, that's a sector that always, even if that sector's down, you usually see a stock here and there really explode higher just because of the amount of innovation in that space and the amount of research and development going on there. So there's always something popping in that sector. And I think this Dynavax stock is a good candidate for that.
Definitely. I love the chart, love the looks, explanation on, especially looking for different areas, time frame. Know that, guys, that I think I say it often is that a lot of traders get confused in what time frame they're trading in and really looking at that and looking at those charts. Like, let's say if you're looking for a weekly move, but you're stuck on the hourly chart, like you have to really understand your time frame that you're looking for in the trade, and that's going to help you. And I also love how this one, and I talk about this often, Gianni. I don't know if you're big on this, but for me, it's always big when I see multi time frames match up, like an hourly looking nice, a daily looking nice, a weekly look looking nice, and then when you look back on the monthly, nothing really to worry about. Like sideways action, good looking chart. That's what we want to see, definitely, especially on the technical side. Good looking charts. Thank you for coming on and bringing multiple stocks. You guys out there, do us a favor. Check him out on Twitter. I have it right there in the description below. You don't got to go far. Just click the down arrow, click on over, hit my man a follow, and give him a stock. Maybe he can take a look at it himself. One of the things that we always want to do here is give back. But like always, wanted to bring on Gianni because I've seen him go on our boot camp and got to say, guys, if you guys haven't checked out those boot camps, they were for free. So you're missing out for sure. But appreciate you coming on, giving us some stocks, giving us some looks. And I myself am going to take a look at some of these names and we'll see what happens. So we'll bring you back maybe in a week or two to talk about these.
I'd be glad to come back, Mitch. Thanks for having me. And I appreciate you taking the time to look at these stocks with me.
Like always, guys. All right. So that's going to do it for us today. We got Cannabis Insiders coming on up at 4:30. So if you guys want to learn a little bit about some cannabis stocks, or you like to trade like Gianni, buy higher, sell higher, who knows? Stick around, guys. Cannabis Insider coming on next. I'm going to keep looking at some of these trades. I got some swing trades on myself. Stick around, guys. I will see you guys on Friday. Today, I was able to nail one just to give one last trade here. SEAH is one that I've been holding at $9.99. Nice rip. SPACs have been hot lately. This one's nice lifting off. So take a look at this one. I actually gave this one out this morning. It's not like I'm bringing a little cherry. If you take a look at live trading with Benzinga, I talked about this one this morning. Look at this long-term, daily, weekly pattern starting to push. Monthlies looked great. Now we got a big up candle. We'll see if this one can continue and I can hold on to some of the shares. I did sell some of the shares into the move today, like I always like to do. Take some profit, take the pressure off, and let the rest do the work. We'll see you next time on Money Mitch. Up next, Cannabis Insiders. Don't miss out. We'll see you next time. And like always, guys, what do you guys want to see more of? Right here on Money Mitch. It's time for Money Making Mitch. When investors need a story, we're going to the moon. Welcome to Money Mitch, where story is everything. I'm here to find you the next opportunity. It's all about the green hands. Now we all know the bull market is here to stay. Money